Pimp. Noun. Pimp. Plural pimps. Synonyms of pimp. A person, and especially a man, who controls one or more sex workers, arranges clients for them, and takes a cut of their earnings. Pimp. Verb. Pimped, pimping, pimps. Transitive verb. 1. To make use of, often dishonorably for one's own gain or benefit. 2. Informal, to customize and adorn something, such as a car or apartment, in an ostentatious or lavish way. Their backhoe had 4 spotlights on a bar above the cab, the same way kids pimp their pickup trucks, and together the 4 beams made a wide pool of halogen brightness. Lee child. Often used without. This is a parallel world where teenagers pimp out their motorboats, customizing them with dazzling LED lights and powerful stereo systems. Leo Barraclough. Foreign buyers, many of them anonymous, have poured cash into Miami's real estate market for years. Think mansions priced at over $20 million, condos pimped out with private rooftop pools, and spec houses with wild extras. Reza Bruner.
The biggest pimp is Uncle Sam. The real victims of sex trafficking are sex workers who have endured state-sponsored violence. Uncle Sam seems to think that some people deserve to live in extreme poverty. Yet sex workers know that sex work puts food on the table and will lift them out of poverty. Sex workers are being punished because they refuse to conform and allow Uncle to pimp them out for a lower wage and worse working conditions. Meanwhile, Uncle Sam keeps increasing the price sex workers have to pay as far as legal punishment, incarceration, public shaming, discrimination, and violence. Uncle Sam allows law enforcement to use force, fraud, and coercion to arrest sex workers. This raid and rescue system allows police officers to fraudulently pose as a client to engage in sexual acts with women, then arrest them for prostitution and seize their wages. These human rights abuses are sponsored by Uncle Sam, who heavily funds this alliance between carceral feminists, community vigilante, rescue groups, and law enforcement to create trafficking task forces that inflict more harm and punishment on sex workers and further isolates them from their local communities. This carceral state system also removes the rights of sex workers to associate and derails their efforts in organizing and in implementing harm reduction initiatives. It creates more barriers for sex workers to access services, and it removes their access to the justice system if they become a victim of violence or exploitation. There are no bad women, just bad laws.
Take a look around you right now. What do you see on the internet? Nothing but naked ass. Women twerking, shaking their ass, commercials with sex all in it, cartoons with sexual meanings, subliminal homosexual signs, and subliminal messages. But who's doing this? It's our government. Yes, Uncle Sam is the culprit.
Queen. Phonetic, standard. Noun. Archaic. An overly forward, impudent woman, shrew, hussy. Archaic. A prostitute. British dialect. Sometimes quine. A girl or young woman, especially a robust one. Unlike the word actress can be considered sexist because it's a gendered term that implies women are different from men. Gendered endings. The S ending on actress indicates that women are a deviation from the norm, which is the unmarked male form. Perpetuating stereotypes. The word actress can perpetuate the idea that men and women are so different that they need separate words for the same thing. Historical origins. The word actress was originally used to describe female actors who were rumored to be promiscuous. Promoting equality. Some say that using the term actor instead of actress promotes equality by signifying that anyone can pursue the same art without stigma or stereotype. In the 1970s and 1980s, the women's movement and awareness of gender bias in language led some women to choose the term actor instead of actress. However, some women still prefer to be called actresses. For example, Joan Collins has said that she prefers the term actress because she finds it more evocative of elegance, refinement, and poise than actor. Call girl. Noun. Plural, call girls. Synonyms of call girl. A female sex worker with whom an appointment may be made by phone or online. Also, a female sex worker, hired to attend a social engagement with someone, a woman who is an escort. Babylon the Great. Commonly known as the Whore of Babylon, refers to both a symbolic female figure and a place of evil as mentioned in the book of Revelation of the New Testament. Her full title is stated in Revelation 17:5 as Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and abominations of the earth. 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. 7. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. 8. The beast that thou sawest was, and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was, and is not, and yet is. 9. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, on which the woman sitteth. 10. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. It's supposedly to be a prediction that Donald Trump is to be America's last president, according to the Jewish beliefs. So what does this prediction indicate? Well, the original inhabitants of America's lands are the kings of the earth. So with this being said, in Hollywood's variety of various movies, you have the return of the king. Could this reference that the original people will return to power, or could this insinuate that the United States will cease to exist after Trump takes office? Trump met outgoing President Joe Biden at the White House to symbolize the peaceful transfer of power. He has spoken to world leaders including Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Ahead of the inauguration, the president-elect and his team have received classified national security briefings covering current threats and ongoing military operations. Trump has also nominated more than 24 people to fill key roles, some of whom are controversial. These include Fox News presenter and military veteran Pete Hegseth as defense secretary. Since his nomination, Hegseth has faced questions about his qualifications, and a past sexual assault allegation has surfaced. He denies any wrongdoing. Trump's pick for health secretary is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has repeatedly stated widely debunked claims about vaccine harm. Trump nominated his longtime ally Pam Bondi to be Attorney General. His first choice, former Congressman Matt Gaetz, withdrew after facing intense scrutiny over allegations, which he denies, of wrongdoing related to drugs, bribes, and sex.
In the mid-90s, I brought you Jehoshua, the real name of Jesus. Jehoshua ben Pandera. That was his government name. Since then, no one has paid attention to what's going on. I've been at war with this man for over 14 years. I've been at war with the secret society behind him for longer than that. Yet these people put these books in order for us to compete against each other instead of putting them all together to come up with a solution to what really is going on. Babylon the Great is America's government. They fluctuate from republic to democracy. Republic is for the people. Democracy is for the corporations. The United States is under the maritime law, which is a law of the sea. So the people of land are being ruled by the law of the sea. The United States is not a de jure government. The United States is a de facto government. So our government is running under 2 different occupancies. But we as a people fail to understand that because the knowledge